Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Shish Anime and here we are back with Sakura Spirit. Yep, there we go, it's recording this time and actually alright. Sort of. Alright, so we just saved Mio from, well, the slime monster Sakura, I think her name was. So let's just see once we go. Once the slime girl had disappeared from the village, I succeeded in tearing off that slime that covered Mio. Yeah, it was Mio, okay. However, as the slime shattered into millions of pieces, Mio was left without any form of cover, causing me to quickly cover my eyes. Wow. Don't you dare look at me! Scrambling to her feet, the girl rushed away, most likely in search of a change of clothes. I don't blame her. With the slime girl gone, the villagers turned towards the fox spirits with confused gazes. Tension in the air was thick. No one knew what to expect. Finally, a familiar figure emerged from the crowd. It's a pleasure to finally meet you again, Takahiro-kun. Even with the circumstances could have been better. What are you saying, Elder? That man is clearly in cahoots with the spirits. Wait a second. These girls just wanted to help. I need some on my head hurts. Oh gosh, yes, yeah, her head hurts over time. I just remembered about that. It's okay, dear. I'm here. Just hold on to me tightly. I'll protect you, and so will Taka-kun. It's a trap! It's a trap! Silence! Silence! How dare you act with such hostility towards those who just saved your lives? Why is that a question? The crowd seemed rather startled by the firmness of the old man's voice, but soon obeyed, some of them feeling rather ashamed all of a sudden. It is clear that you and your companions did not come here with ill intentions, Takahiro-kun. I must ask you to forgive the people for their nervousness and hostility. That's alright, I'm sure they're just loving the fact. It looks like she's just rubbing her tail in her face, just like, here, take a good little tickle in my face while I'm carrying the beer, please. Please, it's my only sense of comfort. As you have most likely noticed, contact between the spirits and humans has been rather problematic at best. I understand the concern, but will you at least hear me out? Very well, Wakari Master. If that is what you desire, then it will be the least we can do for those who have helped save the village upon this day. However, let us wait for the chief to return. I believe it will be important for her to hear what you have to say. So we're going to meet another girl now. Okie doke. I'll go find her, Oji-sama. Feeling grateful to that the elder had granted me the chance to carry out my plan, we waited for Mio to return. Thankfully, the elder brought us somewhere private, where Machiko could tend to Mako without the villagers looking on in contempt. Okay, where are we now? Ah, ooh, Sakura-ji in the background. Hello, Sakura-ji! Ugh, how many times am I going to have to say it? I am sorry! I froze, okay? I panicked. Your sword is stronger than my naginata. What was I even going to accomplish by... Oh, she's speaking to Mio. That is unacceptable. I will reprimand. What are those creatures doing here? Elder-sama, this is highly unorthodox. She's highly unorthodox. Yes, to the Samurai tyrant. Shh, Mako-chan. These are our guests, Shikino-dono. You shall treat them with the respect they deserve. Now take a seat and listen to their tale. That is an order. I understand, Elder-sama. First and foremost, let me express my gratitude for helping save this village. While Sakino-dono's brave attempt to stop the spirit allowed us to prevent further damage, I feared that her fate would have been much worse had the spirit had been allowed to continue its rampage. Therefore, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for saving Sakino-dono and this village, Takahiro-kun, and you as well, Fox Spirits. No problem, Suchan just told us to do it. Besides, Sakura's a stupid, smelly meanie pants. Oh, okay. We humbly accept your gratitude, Elder-sama. Narumi-chan, Sakino-dono. Oh, Narumi-chan, Sakino-dono. Thank you, Mika. Oh my god. How many people can fit onto this screen? Oh no, it looks like he's sniffing right behind Naomi. Oh my god. So thank you, Mika-chan. Machiko-san, you really helped us out there. You've got more guts than me. That girl had me terrified. Have you not considered that they might be working together with that monster? And that this is all just a rouse to sneak into the village and steal what little resources we have left? The elder sighed. Before his gaze sharpened, his tone surprisingly stern in comparison to how he had just been talking. His voice was so harsh that both girls visibly flinched at the sound. Mio, you seem to be underestimating the power of these spirits. If those three had joined forces, there would possibly have been no village left to defend. The man sighed deeply, shaking his head before continuing. You should be grateful. We would not stand a chance if all spirits were to conspire against us. Do I need to remind you that we can barely stand our ground against even one of them? Elder Sana, you must understand due to my situation, I simply cannot pretend to be friends with a spirit, not after everything they have done to us. But for now, I will at least remain silent on the matter. There is more at stake here than my personal feud. Know this, Fox Spirits. If I find either of you doing anything suspicious, I will personally find out whether my sword goes through you as ineffectively as it did with that monster. There shall be no talk of such thing within this house! Now, Takehiro-kun, you mentioned you wanted to tell us something. Could it be related to your younger companion's comment? I find it curious to hear her mention the name of an old spirit such as Sayuri. Actually, what I'm about to tell you is something I learned directly from her. You mean, you met her in person? I nodded my head firmly. There's a reason behind the spirit's attitude towards humans. And doesn't it strike you as odd that there are only spirits in this particular area? It is true that there has been no spirit sightings outside of this region. But what does that have to do with us? It has something to do with this region. Apparently, you see, the spirits here aren't from this world. You mean to say? Taka-kun, what are you saying? What, we are spirits, but surely we are still of this world. One-sama, what does that mean? Sayuri told me you probably wouldn't remember it because of how young you were when it happened. But spirits have a world of their own. Some accident caused both worlds to merge temporarily. Then, why aren't there more spirits around? The whole thing was apparently dealt with before it got out of hand, but a few spirits came trapped here. Machiko-san, Mika-chan, and 4 other spirits were unfortunate enough to get stuck here. I think Sayuri willingly came here to watch over them. You remember being with Sayuri for a while, don't you? That's none of your business. She's blushing like crazy. Oh, I wonder what she's done to her. Actually, I don't know if I want to find out. Sue-chan took care of us for a little while, but then she took us to the mansion and sort of just left us there. Now we can only visit her when she wants us to. What about these 4 other spirits? Even though she's a powerful spirit, Sayuri has to follow certain rules. Because of that, she wasn't able to reach the other spirits. I do not know what to say. I need a moment. But I just use another room to compose myself. I'll show you. I can take you somewhere. Oh, she's actually really nice. I can take you somewhere and look after you to make sure you don't do anything fiendish and all that. Come on, Machiko-san, this way. She's suspicious. When Machiko and Narumi left the room, I sighed and turned my focus back onto the conversation. Now about that panty theft. Right. They did seem rather adamant about getting their hands on those for some reason. What was the purpose of that? Surely those girls have an undergarments of their own? It was a simple mistake. I needed a maiden silk for my spell. How was I supposed to know that it wasn't something other than the silky things girls wear? It was all a misunderstanding. None of them knew that maiden silk is another term for a wedding sash. Innocent, huh? If they really thought that, they could have just used their own. Nah, that's where you're wrong. Unless I'm out. Okay, decoration. They have freedom all day. You two? I think we should move on to a different matter. Yeah, moving on. Shiori suggested that we find a way to help you guys out. If we can make you trust us, we figured that maybe you would make us the sash. But why would you need such an item? Bleh, silly man, I already told you, I need it for a spell. Meiko-chan, this guy isn't a magician. He doesn't know what you're talking about. Basically, Meiko-chan has been researching a spell that would allow her to travel to another realm. Why would she desire such power? Imagine being stuck, far away from this village. You don't have anywhere to return to your loved ones. To make matters worse, can you put that sword away please, Mia? You're actually still scaring me. To make matters worse, you're in a place you don't know, with beings unlike anything you have seen before. Now let's say you had a power that would let you to go anywhere you want. Where would you go? Are you saying that? Yes, even if they weren't aware of it, they must have subconsciously felt they were different from you. They only wanted to go home. Home. Kinda, I guess. I just wanted to cast a spell to see what would happen. C-chan told me that if I ever felt like that, I should ask her first and go with it. So I did, and since she didn't warn me about anything, I figured it was just like any other spell. I think it's normal, Meiko-chan. Whether it's humans or spirits, everyone wants a place that they can call their own. A place where they are accepted for who they are. Isn't that right, Elder-sama? But you accept me for who I am, don't you, Takani? I would certainly feel sad if everyone ended up rejecting me simply because of who I am. Surely, not all spirits are good at heart. But perhaps we have been too quick in labeling them all evil. For a moment I saw the elder's eyes wander sideways towards the room. Narumi and Machiko had moved too, and his gaze softened. Unfortunately, some of us have suffered quite a lot at the hands of spirits. It will take time for people to come to terms with those feelings, Takahiro-kun. Meanwhile, in the room off to the side of the main room, the guard lieutenant was watching over the older fox spirit as she seemed to be in the grips of a minor panic attack. No, this can't be right. This can't be true. I'm from this world. This world. I belong here. Don't I? Maybe you should sit down, or lay back or something. I can get you a pillow if you'd like, or... No, you could not possibly understand. You cannot know what it's like to have everything you knew your whole life just pulled out from under you completely. Actually, I do. What do you mean? It was a while ago. I was still just a kid, maybe 5 years old. There was an accident involving those other spirits. I don't know exactly what happened, but there was a big fire and my parents got trapped inside. They never made it out, so yeah. Don't tell me that I don't know what it's like to have your whole life torn apart. What it's like to have your whole life torn apart. I'm sorry. I did not know. I could not have known. That almost makes it worse. You should know. You should know exactly what it did to me. How it made me feel. Pardon? I did not know what you're talking about. Nanami, was it? Narutan. Eh? That's what you used to call me, Chi-chan. You used to call me Narutan. We used to play together almost every day. And that's how you should know. I was with you when the incident happened. And you don't even remember. The girl collapsed onto one knee, clutching her head. I remember. The village was glowing orange. A girl younger, resembling you. Why could I not remember this before? Machiko? My head hurts. I remember seeing you cry. You screamed for your parents and then you were calling out my name as I ran. I had to. The villagers, they wanted to catch us. All spirits. They didn't care that we had been playing by the river all day. I couldn't explain it. I had to run. I can't believe it. Narutan, I'm so sorry. The fox spirit reached out for the guard, who pulled back instinctively. As she did, The pain seemed to disappear. Machiko looked more relieved than anything. No, not yet. I can't just forget all about that. It isn't that easy. But you did stand up to that slime creature, the one you called Sakura. You risked your life for Mio and for the village. And that's worth giving you a chance for. I can't promise a miracle though, because she's barely even listens to me. But I will try to talk her down. Okay. She really isn't the cold, heartless captain everyone thinks she is. Thank you for giving us a chance, Natalie-tan. I promise, Meiko and I will do our best. Perhaps you could tell me more about the incident? Oh gosh, I'd rather not. That was a stupid question to ask, and why are you saying it with a smile? Like she's smiling as she said that. That's dark. Jesus. It isn't a happy story, but if you do me a favour, I might be more willing to tell you more. I want to get stronger. I couldn't do anything earlier today. I couldn't protect anyone. I don't have the brains for magic or anything like that. But that Takahiro guy knows some pretty flashy moves. If you get him to teach me some, I'll tell you about what happened. Deal, Chi-chan? I'm not too sure. That seems like a bit of an unfair deal on my part. Perhaps you could sweeten it for me just a little? Anyway, always the charmer, huh? Alright, how about this? I'll tell you something about when we were younger, like when we used to play together in the woods near the village. There's a little stream there that we used to fish in. Sometimes you could sneak into the village with me and we'd play pranks on the shop owners, knocking on the doors and running away. Silly kid stuff. You would even show me your magic, your illusion abilities, but you said you didn't like doing it all that much because it made Meiko cry. That's right, when Meiko saw me transform for the first time, she got so scared she ran away and nearly hurt herself. How could I possibly have forgotten that? Oh my god, frame rate, sort yourself out. Nari-tan, thank you for telling me that. I swear I will get Taka-kun to help you. Thank you. The girl stepped forward once again, this time wrapping her arms around the surprised guard, who did not pull back. As the two women hugged each other tightly, Fox Spirit began trembling. Hey, come now. We should probably get back to the others. They're probably wondering where we've gone. I'm actually surprised about that. Oh yeah, the whole group's back. Forgive me for my absence. I must admit it. I did not expect such revelations. Taka-kun, have you explained the situation? Yeah, I think they get it now. But it's probably going to take a while for the villagers to accept you. Yeah, I don't think they'll accept you right back, would they? I do believe it will be in everyone's best interest to see the true nature of the Fox Spirits. While I can't promise the friendships will be forged today, let it be known that from now on the Fox Spirits are welcome in our village and will receive the same respect as any guest should. Thank you, Elder Summer. My sister and I are very grateful to your hospitality. However, the laws of this village shall apply to you three as well. Takahiro-kun, I believe it will be in your best interest to learn more about the village. Sekino-dono, Narumi-chan, I leave him in your care. And try not to put him back in that cell, you two. You got it, Oji-sama. We'll do our best. What about Meiko-chan and Machiko-san? I would like them to stay here for the time being. We need to discuss what to do. Should the other spirits choose to return? Elder Summer, I'd like to stay with you for that conversation. It is my duty to protect the village and those within it from any perceived danger. This includes you. I also believe it would serve me well to hear this firsthand. Of course, I expected nothing. Explain nothing. What am I saying? I cannot get what I'm saying right anymore. Sekino-dono, Narumi-chan, how about you take Takahiro-kun for a walk? And do not think that this is a date, young man. You are going to need more than... oh, the old man's funny. You are going to need more than that. So earlier to underwrite to date my The man laughed heartily as I blushed, smiling weakly. As at least I wouldn't end up cuffed and brought to a jail cell this time. Maybe it would even turn out to be a pleasant experience. Oh gosh. Oh, that's funny. It didn't. Even the elements seemed to be working against the village today. Barely a minute into the walk, the skies let loose and we are both soaked through within seconds. Letting out a yelp, Naomi grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the nearest shelter. Oh, ew, a rainfall this suddenly? That's just typical. Today just went from bad to worse. I thought it would take more than a bit of rain to douse your warrior spirit. Ha, warrior spirit. Yeah, I really had the bucket full today. I really had that by the bucketful today, didn't I? You sound different from last time we met. I was practically expecting you to shout. Ha! If you want to stop the great Naomi, you better up your act, Mother Nature. Send me a tsunami, an earthquake, or a tornado my way, and you might just stand a chance. Yeah, well, that was before I realised what a weak, cowardly person I am. It wouldn't take all that to stop me. I'm not that great. I'm just a girl who's trying to impress someone. It just takes a little drizzle to stop me. Looping rain sounds. I frowned for a moment, trying to think of how to respond. It looked like her inability to stop the slime girl from causing havoc had led Naomi to feel like she had failed somehow. It was then I recalled a certain scenario and decided to act. I swiftly grabbed a hold of Naomi's shoulder while my other arm wrapped around her own, almost as though I was about to comfort her. I had decided to use the judo technique, pretending to be the hero of some manga. Preparing herself for a secret technique, I shouted proudly. What? Hey, stop! Surigomi Goshi! Surigomi Goshi! Having practiced judo since I was a kid, I easily spun the girl over my shoulder and onto her back in the rainy grass. My eyes were shut. Why would you chuck the girl out of nowhere? Why would you chuck her like that? Honestly! My eyes were sharp as they looked down at her, repeating the words I remembered from a certain manga. If you let one loss break your spirit, you're not suited for the life of a warrior. The stronger the people around you, the more you should improve. That doesn't mean anything. You took me by surprise is all. You looked like you were going to kiss me, and then you tossed me on my back. I wasn't planning to kiss you, and I forgot my heroic speech. Get up and grab your weapon, enemy. If words won't cheer you up, then let's talk like warriors do. Through battle. Whoa, I'm challenging her to a fight. Whoa. Wait here. The woman pushed herself upward and barged past me, stomping into a nearby building. Only now did I recognise that it as the building I had been held in the day before. Oh, so it's the prison building. Yay! I waited under the wooden slats to shelter as the rain continued. A few moments later I heard a loud thud. Oh. Was that a thud that I heard in that? Or am I imagining things? I heard a loud thud, and through the doors Naomi burst. Whoa! Whoa! Jesus Christ! Whoa! Hold on a second. I'm gonna need to do this quickly. I got my next thumbnail. Okay. In her hand she held Naginata. Oh god, let me get my words back. I've lost my tongue. Hold on, where is it? Oh, there we go. In her hand she held a Naginata, similar to the one she had used previously, but with a different blade. In the moment before her attack landed, I noticed that it wasn't nearly as sharp as it should have been. Yeah! It took everything I had to raise my arms in time to grab a hold of the shaft of the weapon before the attack crushed my body. Pushing her weapon aside, I darted forwards. Pushing my hand forcefully against her chest, I attempted to open her up for a second attack. That's it. You're not some of weak-willed girl. Why is that off there? Grab her! Who's going to lose her fighting spirit that easily? Shut up! You don't even know what's going on. I'm going to beat the snot out of you, and that will make me feel better. Didn't you forget one of the most important things in a fight? The woman gritted her teeth and lunged toward me again, a wild, angry strike that would have been ridiculously easy to dodge had she not been so fast. Even though I was faster, the whoosh that shot past me made it clear she was not pulling her punches. Jesus Christ, she's pissed. I don't care, it's not important. I couldn't do it. I got scared. I let everyone down. And that's why you failed as a warrior? I can read every emotion behind your attacks. You're angry at yourself for being unable to stop that spirit, right? Disappointed at yourself for lacking the courage to face them. But you're not some lone hero who has to do everything by herself. Jesus Christ, why is she... How do these people even have a skirt in this time? I feel like I've gone back in time almost, but they're wearing skirts and look, it looks like a school uniform now. I quickly pushed... I never noticed that. I quickly pushed her Naginata upwards. A quick slide of my body nearly knocking the weapon out of her hands. I quickly raised a hand to flick her forehead before stepping backwards. Did anyone tell you that you had to fight that spirit on your own? Did you forget that you have friends out there that would give their lives to help you? A hero fights... Oh my god, like... A hero fights alone is a hero who dies early. It's why both you and the Cinderella were able to defeat that spirit. How? How am I supposed to fight by her side when she's so much better than I could ever hope to be? How can I stand a chance against spirits when I'm just a girl with a sharp stick? This is getting really emotional, her. Bloody hell. Mia lost her sword, but she never lost her resolve. I lost mine as soon as things became dangerous. I'm worthless. The woman snarled as her forehead was flicked, and she suddenly lunged forward again, lashing out of her spare hand, aiming for my temple. I ducked, slid back, and narrowly dodged the swing of a Naginata. Most of the games I've played out, the main guy's always like a badass, like he knows how to dodge things. Dang! I noticed a change in her stance, which seemed to allow a closer range attacking style. The only limits we have are those we impose upon ourselves. If she's better than you just need to keep improving. Even I have things I want to overcome. That's the thing about martial arts. Why haven't you tried talking to her about this? Because I can't just talk to her, I just need to be strong. She does it without relying on anyone, without bending or yielding. I can't do that. I can't be like her. Is that really how it is? Maybe you just don't know what the source of her strength is, but in your case, it's just a matter of finding your resolve. Well, there's no problem. I don't have any. I'm just a dumb little girl who needs to be saved all the time. Wow. How long is she going to keep saying this to herself? Jesus. Come on, stop talking like that. Thank you, Takahiro. You're speaking knowledgeably. My tongue's not working properly, guys. Don't you have something you want to protect at all costs? Nothing at all? Not your family, your friends, your village? You just turn up for the paycheck and tell them thanks? You're right, there's nothing. I lost everything. The woman's next attack caught me by surprise. She flung her weapon toward me at full strength, hitting my arm and causing me to flinch. As she turned away from me, she slipped on the wet grass. Before I had a chance to react, she scrambled to her feet and suddenly took off towards the forest. Jesus Christ, she just ran off. Do you know what, guys? I think I'm going to end this part here. I think this is a good place to end it and build up to suspense for the next part. Hey. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want any more from me. And I'll see you in my next video. So, guys.